Well, hi guys. Another day here at Eek Acres. And I finally got this other door open. She's open. There's the main large door. And then this secondary door. And boy, does that thing slide beautiful. I don't know how many years it's been since that's been open. But yeah, I've been in there sweeping and cleaning. I'm trying to get this barn so it's fully operational. I still have to put the human door down at that end. I'm going to be working on that today. I built the frame for the door jamb itself down in the basement last night, and I'm going to be bringing that out. But boy, it lets so much more light in here now. Look at that. I'll walk around this wall here and give you a look. Lets a lot of light in here to where now I'll be able to see better for taking down the rest of the foam off the windows. But look at what a beautiful view out that door. Just look at that. It's like a framed picture. How pretty is that? Slides really good on rollers. So, perfect. So what I'm thinking that is maybe eventually, being this was a shipping dock, is taking out these posts and this rotted pressure treated bank braces right here and filling this all back in. So that way a driveway can come up to here and you'd be able to pull a vehicle or boats in on this side of the garage, and then on the other side use that other door to get boats and stuff in here. Because when, like I said, when this comes down, you guys, this whole room is going to be rectangle and big. And so I just got to get the rest of it done. But I got my ladder up there to finish taking the foam. This guy was absolutely foam happy, you guys. He put that stuff is so expensive, and he put it everywhere. But I guess he was trying to insulate the barn. I got to take it all off. All these windows, and let a lot more light in here. Now this ceiling in here is all galvanized sheet metal. And I'm going to be taking the shop light down. The fans and the floodlights I'm leaving. I'm leaving all the installed lights. But I wish that sheet metal continued on the other side, but it doesn't. And then all this junk's got to go, and these units have to come down. But man, that is so much nicer having that door operational now to where I can open it and air out the garage and air out the pole barn and just let some light in. So I've been sweeping and cleaning, and I'm trying to get this all done. Now, when I am done, these dingy looking walls, because this wall's staying, it's a load bearing wall. This wall's all staying, but when I'm done, I'm going to paint this. I'm going to repaint it so it's all fresh and looks nice. And anything that we can't get rid of is going to go up in the loft just to get it off the floor to make floor space. I have to restack my lumber, and today I'm going to find a place to start getting this corner cleaned out and get everything stacked nice and neat out of the way where it's not going to interfere with storage. And stuff like this can go up in the loft. This huge door I have to contend with, that thing is so heavy I can't even move it. And then I got to get this shelving unit ripped down. I got to get rid of these tires and take this unit apart and stack those dock sections over there with the rest. So I'm just trying to get everything in here done. I need to get a fire going so I can burn these boxes and just start getting the stuff cleaned out of here, you guys, and get this barn really emptied out. And then anything that's going to stay in here, get it stacked up nice and neat. So it's Christmas Day, and Bridget wants to go on a hike today, so maybe we'll go on a hike later this afternoon when it warms up. It's supposed to get up to, I think, 54 degrees, so that'll be nice for going on a hike and that. Decided to put the door here, you guys, because it's right between the windows. I wanted to do between number 4 and number 5 because there's 8 windows. but there's a post to the pole barn there. So I had to move it over between 3 and 4, but it's the only way that to get it aesthetically right, to be between the windows so it looks correct from the outside. And I built the joist frame. If you come over here, see how everything is flush? And I built the frame out of 2x6s, and I'm doing a double header at the top, and the 2x4s running along vertically, or horizontally, I mean. They run horizontal right up to both sides of this frame, and this is where the screws to the sheet metal go. And it's all horizontal. So there's no vertical 2x4s. The only thing that's vertical are the main 12x12 posts of the construction of this barn. So being that these large flanges go behind the sheet metal, then when I drive the sheet metal screws back in, which are self-tapping, back into the wood frame, and this side butts right up against one of those giant beams. So this is going to get screwed right to it, and then it's all framed in, and I got a nice sill plate for the aluminum door casing to sit on, and then the whole aluminum door casing gets screwed to this. So it's going to be nice to have a door to be able to go in and out from the house side of the barn with the other end boarded up. And the metal that I took off of here is what's going to go behind the metal where I boarded up the other door, so you won't see my cut seams, and it will all tie together and overlap. That's how this metal is designed, is it all overlaps. So but this is why I wanted to save the trim work, because it finishes it off nice and neat across the top and down the sides from the outside, and it also gives just a nice cleaner edge to the metal instead of seeing what you cut and having to do this out of wood. So keeping it all like the barn is supposed to be, because this is what's around any opening on the barn. And I got the other one in there that I got to put on this side. So these braces are temporary. I screwed on these aluminum angle aluminum L brackets just to keep the frame square while I brought it up out of the basement, so that way it won't get out of square on me. And then once it's spiked and installed, I can take those off, and then I can put the door in, and then we got a functioning human door on this end of the barn. So I like it a lot. Seems nice to be able to come in this side. So you can see on this side that I'm sistered right up to one of these. These are actually 6x6, not 12x12. I have to say 6x6. They're big posts that go all the way up the walls of the barn. The ones in the center go all the way to the top. These ones go 3/4. So, and you can see that the metal, I traced it and cut it out with my cutting grinder. This is what I cut the metal off with, is a cutting grinder. I use that for when I'm building my campers. So yeah, and there's the door. So this aluminum casing will go inside of that, and then it all gets attached right here through these factory pre-drilled holes, and put long screws in it. And I got the key to that doorknob, so that is a lockable doorknob with a key. And I'm going to make a copy of it, so Bridget and I each have one, and then I'll put it on a keychain that says barn door. So yeah, looking good, looking good. I like it. Well, there's the door, you guys. Because the way the beams are on the inside of the barn, the only place that I could put it where it'd be right between the windows is right there. I wanted it to be right there in the center of the barn, but there is a big beam right there, so I had to put it there. And in the spring, I'll move that pine tree down some, and I'm going to put a walk-in going up to the barn door. But man, oh man, I wanted it to be even between windows so it looks right from the outside. And yeah, I'm going to lay a little patio right here and a sidewalk going up to it. Let me get it unlocked. It seems good to have a barn door on this end now, instead of having to walk all the way around. I can remember which key. I got way too many keys, you guys, way too many. Yep. Look at that. Look how nice. Beautiful. And I got a double plate, sill plate down here. This is all dirty, you guys. This is all got to get cleaned off. Everything's so dirty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off that plate with some more of the brown metal And I still have to put the metal on the other door that I got the vapor barrier on. So yeah, it's so nice to be able to come right into the barn now from this end. My trailer's buried. I got to get that out. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some pallets, and way in the back corner, way back in there, is where I'm going to put all the lumber along that wall that's way back in that corner, because I'm going to clear this whole pole barn out. And oh yes, so nice to have a door here now. I got a nice big joist, a 2x6, running all the way up. And I'm going to put another header up here. And I still have to brace with a couple 2x4s right there above the door. But other than that, she's built. And I got to cut one more piece of wood to continue going across under there. But she is solid. So that door's not going anywhere. Really, really nice. Really nice. I'm glad this beam was offset so I could get this door between the windows. This was the only part of the barn that had a beam that was offset, because if you look at these windows, the thing is damn near in the center, and it's like that all the way down. So this one was close enough to this window to allow me to put the door right there between it. Down here, I don't have a light with me, but to get to the loft, you guys, I'm building a staircase. To get up to that loft that's back up in there where the antique chairs are, I'm building a staircase that goes up in there that's going to go along the wall, and it'll have railings on it, and then it'll go up to like a little platform to where it's going to be like a little porch to get up into the loft. And I'm just trying to do things that are going to make this building more valuable to the property. And so Bridget and I just got back from doing a hike. We went up to Long Point, and that place was packed. The state park on Christmas Day, everybody walking their dogs. There was people out in boats fishing. There was airplanes, small craft flying overhead. People were out playing golf. I mean, 55 degrees on Christmas Day. That's why I got this door done. When the weather's decent, I like to get projects done. And the reason why I'm getting as many things knocked off my to-do list this winter as possible is because when spring comes, I want to start doing my bushcraft videos up in the woods. I want to get the cabin built. I want to get the greenhouse built. And I got to continue putting in the trail, because I already put in one bridge. I got another bridge upstream to put in. I've got to landscape the house. I've got several patios I have to lay. I have a couple walks I have to put in. I have to do more work on the fence. I have to do more work on the entire grounds. I got stumps to remove. I've got topsoil to bring in and level out the yard and plant new grass seed. I've got to stone the driveway and the 2-track that goes all the way around this building. I got more fences to mend. You guys, the work is just ongoing. I got painting to do. I got to paint the garage doors as soon as we start getting into some 60-degree weather in the spring. I got to pressure wash the house and the garage. Unbelievable amount of work. That's why I'm trying to get as much done as possible, because every time I get something accomplished, it's one less thing on my to-do list. And what I'm going to be doing next is building some more shelves down in the basement, because I want to get all my camping and fishing and bushcraft gear together and see all what I got. I got to get all my tools together, all my outdoor equipment together, and just start, because we're still unpacking. We still got stuff from when we moved. There's things where I don't know where they're at, and I just got to start getting things more together. So I'll be working out here all day again tomorrow, and I'm going to be putting the pallets down and getting all these materials out of this corner, getting this barn cleaned up, and I want to get as much of that done as possible, because I still got these shelving units to dismantle, and I got this big one right here. This big giant brown one is all made out of hemlock. I got to take that all apart, because that takes up a lot of real estate, and there's another one next to it that you can't see that's on the other side. Right over there on the other side of it. So I still got a lot of shelves and a lot of wood to collect, and I'm trying to keep it all together, keep all my 2x6 joists in a pile, laying flat, all my 2x4s that are 16 feet long, and any pressure treated. Keep all the hemlock together, maple, anything that I find, all my pine, stuff like that. So as well as the OSB board, I'm going to be putting that against the wall and just filing it all up. So I'm trying to get everything condensed to make room in here. So yeah, I've been sweeping and cleaning and, you know, just doing everything that I can do. And because once the good weather comes, I want to be doing outdoor videos in the woods. I want to be doing outdoor cooking videos, bushcraft videos, all the things that I said I would do when there was property to do it. And now there's property to do it. So those videos are going to be coming, you guys, where I'm going to be giving camping tips, hiking tips, bushcraft tips, how to build different types of survival shelters, all kinds of survival tips. You name it, all that stuff that pertains to the outdoors. I want to share that with all my viewers, all you guys, and, you know, and just have fun. Just have a lot of fun. And I also want to do some how-to videos on some of the things that I do, you know, like putting in a trail, how to do different types of landscaping, how to plant and transplant different types of plants and trees. I still have all those baby Norway spruce that I've been transplanting. I got a lot more of those. There's literally hundreds of them on this property, you guys, and Bridget wants me to plant a bunch of them along the property line so we have like an evergreen fence to know where the property line ends. So yeah, I got my work cut out, and I'll probably be working on this place for the next 2 years before I could officially say that I'm done. So it's a lot of work, but I still got raking to do and cleaning up the mess from when I mowed all this down when it was full of weeds. And I got to rake out all the soil, get the rocks all raked up. There is a ton of rocks on this property. And if you guys have any ideas of what to do with all the rocks, let me know. Should I build like an outside stone fireplace, like a pizza oven? Should I build a stone wall along the bank, you know, that separates the edge of the property from the creek? What should I do with all the stones? Because there is a bunch on this property of all sizes and shapes. So I got to figure out what to do with all the different rocks. And yeah, it's coming along. But man, I am loving this door. I've needed this for ever since we moved here.